So we're here with Meg Reilly. It's the second day of the Yacht Racing Forum. Hi, Meg.
Hello.
So you run the medias for the Magenta Project, if I'm not wrong. What is the Magenta Project and why it's important right now to have a project like that?
Yeah, so the Magenta Project is a nonprofit organization that was started by the all-female team SCA from the VELA Ocean Race, and they use that campaign platform to help support more women who want to develop their careers in the sailing industry. And the Magenta Project has done a lot of different projects, from mentoring clinics and upskilling clinics, and we run an annual mentoring program, so we really are trying to help develop careers for women in sailing and showing that there are options for women not only on race boats but also on the short teams, design, STEM, everything.
Yes, I read recently that you have this mentorship program, and I would really like you to talk about that more in more depth.
Yeah, so the annual mentoring program is a 9-month program. Women apply around August. Applications open, and it's open to any female around the world. And you choose a different track, whether that's inshore, offshore, transitioning from inshore to offshore, or shoreside STEM roles. And then we go through the applications and try to find perfect mentor matches for these women based on their career goals. And these experts in the industry, both male and female, help support these women in developing their career pathways, making sure that they are on the right track, and but also sharing personal experiences and how everybody's track in or pathway into the industry is different and unique. So how can we learn from those before us, and how can we also create a more equitable and inclusive industry for everyone?
Why in 2022 is still important to have a project like yours?
I think in 2022 we still don't have the gender balance and equity or even diversity within our sport that we really need to reflect and continue with the sustainability of our sport, in the sense of ensuring that the next generation, there's a lot of youth that aren't participating in the numbers they used to, and that the aging population for sailing is aging and white and male, and that's not reflective of the global population. So we're really not engaging, and even though it's a worldwide sport that everyone can be interested in, big boats, small boats, we're not fulfilling those needs in the sense of, from a media perspective especially, making it seem that this sport is as inclusive as it really is. Men and women can compete together, which is not normal for most sports, and we get separated, but that there is a place for everybody, male, female, non-binary, that it doesn't matter what's underneath or what color your skin is, but how good of a sailor you are.
Yeah, exactly, because the general narrative is that it's a sport for rich people, and women are not interested, which is not the case, because I personally know many women that are interested in this sport, but they just don't have the access to, because it's extremely difficult to have access to this.
Yeah.
And another thing, this I have to cut. So do you think we have a problem with how we are communicating the problem? Because we acknowledge that there is this issue, but we stop there. While for foiling and outgoing faster, we have solutions. For sustainability, we're finding solutions, but for the inclusivity and for gender equality, we don't have solutions. So do you think the problem starts with communication as well?
Absolutely. I think that, and I have mentioned in my chat today with the Yacht Racing Forum, that we say that we want to be more inclusive and more equitable, but our media is not reflecting that. So while as much as we can say this behind closed doors, it's not happening in the public sphere, and so therefore the public, they see what they see and they make their own assumptions and tell their own story for sailing, because we're only telling the story of a very small segment. So we really do need to emphasize and maybe overshare the stories that have been left out of the conversation for centuries, and showcase that there are people of different colors, backgrounds, economic diversity, male, female, that are doing great things with the sport, and we just need to really focus on that and highlight what's working so that we can continue to create those pathways towards more equity and inclusion.
So you're clearly an expert in communication. Where can we start? What can we do better? How can we share more stories? What can we do?
I think what really it starts with the intention for us to be able to be more more equitable and more inclusive. And our sport can sometimes come off as quite elitist, but there is a fine line between putting out polished and professional content and coming off as exclusive and elitist. I mean, yacht clubs by design, it's about membership only, and non-members aren't welcome. And I think that there's so many things outside of the yacht club sphere that show that our sport is welcoming and super accessible. We just need to be telling those stories, and I think that we focus on the people who have made it and not the ones who are trying to make it or how to make it. And so we really kind of need to demystify the process and make it clear that you don't have to go to the top in order to make a life out of sailing or even just a fun hobby of it.
Well, I speak for myself. The stories that you share, what you're talking about, the people that you're including are really inspiring, and I feel represented finally by someone. So thank you for your work, and thank you for your time for this interview, and well, good luck for the rest of your project. Thank you very much.
Thank you.